Once again, the dance contest, the youth champ competition, and the Miss Diwali Nagar International Pageant, where we have delegates coming in from Belize, United States of America, Canada, Jamaica, Guyana, and Suriname, and they will be competing with some of our most beautiful local girls. This pageant is one of the major highlight of Diwali Nagar, and it will be held on the penultimate night, that's Monday the 16th, under the distinguished patronage of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, apart from all the niceties and things like that, so now the economy has taken a slide.
Yes.
What about sponsorship for the Nagar? Are you expecting the same amount of sponsors, or have people pulled out here?
I wouldn't say they haven't withdrawn their support, but they have reduced their contribution this year. We have seen that over the last 2 weeks. But knowing this was going to happen, we have made we have taken additional steps to ensure we get sufficient or adequate financial support to continue with the Nagar. So in other words, we have included additional sponsors. We have hired the services of Soutex to do the marketing, and they are doing a fabulous job in reaching out to a larger corporate community.
Now, when you say a reduced sponsor, how much does it cost to really run the Nagar every year?
At an average, about $5 million TT.
$5 million.
$5 million.
Now, let's clarify something first. The artists that come on stage to perform, do these artists, are they paid or they volunteer their services?
They are paid, but not what they will get in a normal program. So that we pay everybody as much as possible to provide a financial, I wouldn't say a contribution or a stipend to the artists, but they are well paid.
Okay, so they are paid, right?
Oh yeah, they are paid.
Okay. No.
The programming at the Nagar stage costs us about $500,000. That's quite a tidy sum of money. But this year what we saw as well, because of the downturn in the economy, we have seen a lot of more booth holders this year. And the reason for that, some of the proprietors, store proprietors, saw the Nagar as a avenue and additional to gain additional income. But the booth holders, they were all gone since 2 months, since October, the August month.
Okay. I don't know.
Because all the reports were gone.
How much foreign participants you have this year? Not for the creed show. I mean,
No,
I mean like in terms of the booth holders. I know at time somebody from Guyana, the Guyana Board of Tourism, they were expecting to have a booth at the Nagar. I don't know if that was still on.
No, unfortunately not. But we are focusing on, we have enough local support as far as the booth holders are concerned. Only today someone called me. In fact, people called and they wanted to get a booth at Nagar, but that's practically impossible this time.
Any banks taking part in that?
Yeah, we are sponsored year after year by citizens, and they are with us again.
Mr. Monku, as regarding the government, what interjection the government does for the national?
What did you get last year?
Last year we got $800,000, and I'm hoping that we will get maybe more than $800,000. Because anything short of $1 million will create some financial distress for us. So I'm hoping that good judgment prevails and the government see it fit to give us $1 million. We are not asking, we are not demanding more than just about $1 million. We know it's hard times, it's trying times, and everybody needs to get a slice of the pie. But we would be satisfied with $1 million. And through our booth holders and other sponsors, we will be able to make the deficit.
No, but let me ask you a question. What parking? Parking was really a so
Well, we have created an additional car park the northeast of the Diwali Nagar to hold an additional 500 cars. The work would complete by Monday, and that will create an additional space for, I know parking has always been a sore issue, but no matter what, the Nagar is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. There are more and more people coming into Diwali Nagar. So we are mindful of that, and we have built the additional car park on the northeastern end of Diwali Nagar.
Now the Muslim community, they're learning all the use of the car park?
Well, yes, we do that. We have been doing that over the last 2 years, and they are very kind to assist us in availing their car park for our Nagar.
Security. What about security?
There are certain measures,
Expect to get robbed in the Nagar?
but we cannot, I would not be able to divulge that at this point in time. But yes, we have had additional security measures in place. That's in conjunction with
No.
the police.
That's private security, right?
No, with the police.
With the police, you get more police support this year?
Yeah.
No, I know it was hard last year. Last year it was challenging to get support from the police last year. What about traffic? Traffic to get in Niagara is a real problem. So you have are you speaking to the relevant authorities to
We
get
did that already. There will be a public notice regarding traffic regulations for Diwali Nagar 2017.
any change our route or anything?
Well, I don't know. I probably by Monday we will be able to know that. Of course, the public notice will say that.
No, Diwali. When does the Niagara finish and when is Diwali?
It starts this coming Monday the 9th and finishes on Tuesday the 17th.
The 17th.
Diwali is in Trinidad is celebrated on the 18th as a public holiday.
And the Niagara was supposed to run till when? The 19th or the 18th?
No, we go until we are running 9 nights, you know.
Uh-huh.
We are running 9 nights of Diwali. We won't take that away.
So the fanfare, the final finale,
The grand finale, yes, we are having fireworks.
with the fireworks,
Who's sponsoring that?
Fireworks. No. Full fireworks display.
Not 10 minutes fireworks like a
No,
few
no,
years
no,
ago.
We have been guaranteed a 25 minutes fireworks display.
Who will be sponsoring?
Fire One.
Fire One?
So they have been doing this for the last 10 years and we are very thankful for their continued support.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Any accommodation for the media over there?
The sound and the lighting.
But that was
invocation by Rotarian Anil.
Let's bow our heads in prayer. Almighty God, as Rotarians, we have accepted the responsibility far beyond our ability to completely fulfill. We ask for your blessings to guide and direct our members, its leaders, and our actions. Help us to select and engage ourselves in activities that meet the 4-way test, and may we abide by the rules we have established, those of trust, fellowship, and ethics, and be mindful of the opportunities to render service to fellow citizens and to our community. Lord, we thank you for our daily food. May Rotary friends and Rotary ways help us to serve thee all our days. Amen.
We will now have the 4-way test by Rotarian PJ. Will Rotarians recite together with Rotarian PJ?
Please repeat after me the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you.
Okay, you may have your seats. Just relax, and His Excellency is going to just have a short fellowship together, and we will continue shortly. But just before I continue here, let me just mention to you there are a couple safety tips and house announcement. In the event of an emergency, our muster point is on my extreme right into the car park, and is to go in an orderly fashion outside. There are two exits, one at my extreme right here and one at the entrance. And the washroom facility is just out the back of the glass doors on my left. for the National Council of Indian Culture and President of the Indo-Cultural Union of the Caribbean and the Americas. He is currently the CEO of Trinity Insurance Brokers Limited, Chairman and CEO of Enterprise Management and Financial Limited and Trinity Insurance Brokers, Guyana Insurance. He is widely traveled, uniting people through culture worldwide, already visited 91 countries thus far. In 2012, during our country's 50th independence anniversary, he was conferred with the Hummingbird Medal Gold for his contribution to culture world over. A very distinguished gentleman who always makes us proud and is considered the father figure of our club. I give to you no other than our Charter President, Sir Richard Mount.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Rotarian Trade, His Excellency Anthony Thomas Aquinas Kamona and Mrs. Rima Harrison Kamona, Assistant District Governor Wilma Bellamy, Past District Governor Dr. Stephen Ramuk and Mrs. Ramuk, our Acting President, Past President Jason Bowie, specially invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, Sitaram Namaste, and good evening to all. You know, in school we were taught to break a word in syllables, but today I listened to a sentence broken in syllables. Thank you very much, Mr. Kendarajan. Mine is the pleasure. You have to be contented with me until 10 o'clock today. Mine is a pleasure to extend a very hearty and cordial welcome to each and every one of you. Today, the Rotary Club of Penal, chartered in the year 2002, is celebrating 15 years. I need not say much about our achievements, but it's going to be a very long one. And I'm sure our acting president is not going to bore you with some of our achievements. But we are very proud, and those of you sitting here who are Rotarians, we are very proud to be Rotarians. Because Rotary is service above self. That's what we are all about, service above self. So, I would like to introduce to you now, to bring greetings and to tell us a little more about the achievement of the Rotary Club of Penal, our past president and today acting president. I give you no less a closing hand. Mr. Jason. Mr. Bibby.
Mr. Chairman, His Excellency Anthony Thomas Aquinas Kamona and Mrs. Rima Harrison Kamona, Assistant District Governor Mrs. Wilma Bellamy, Past District Governor Stephen Ramrock and Mrs. Joanne Ramrock, Charter President Mr. Suraj Dev Mangaru and Mrs. Nadra Mangaru. Good evening. Paul Harris, the founder of Rotary, said, whatever Rotary means to us, to the world it may be known by the results it achieves. In 15 years of existence, the community in which we serve can attest to the many achievements of the Rotary Club of Penal. Our community has benefited significantly from the projects which we have executed. We have done medical outreach programs, eye clinics, health walks, educational programs, built and renovated homes for the less fortunate, provided shelters for families, provided solar electricity for homes. We have also distributed wheelchairs, food hampers, clothing, and many other items too numerous to mention. Because of our diversified membership, we are able to use our expertise towards social issues and find solutions. We use our personal commitment, passion, and professional experience to make a difference in our community and in the lives of others. This evening, we celebrate 15 years of the chartering of the Rotary Club of Penal. An achievement we are all proud of. None of this would have been possible without the dedication and commitment of our members, past and present, the support from the community and other organizations that we partner with. The journey may have been challenging, but it has definitely been rewarding. Every year, the Rotary International President has a theme. The theme for this year is Rotary Making a Difference. I am proud to stand here and say the Rotary Club of Penal has made a difference. Welcome to our anniversary celebrations. Please enjoy the evening's proceedings.
Thank you very much, Rotarian Past President Jason. To bring greetings on behalf of the District 7030, I now invite to the microphone Mrs. Wilma. Well, Mrs. Darwin.
Thank you, Master Ceremony, Your Excellency, President Anthony Governor, Mrs. Governor, PDG Stephen, Past President Kevin, Jason, sorry, not Kevin, Jason, AG Ravindra, past AGs, President, past President, fellow Rotarians, guests, good evening. On this auspicious occasion of the 15th anniversary of the chartering of the Rotary Club of Penal, it is a pleasure to bring greetings and congratulations on behalf of the district. An anniversary presents a special opportunity for any organization to reflect on its achievements with a sense of satisfaction at having contributed to common good. It also provides an opportunity for each and every member to rededicate himself or herself to the wonderful work of Rotary, which is making such an outstanding contribution to the reduction of human want and suffering, as well as the enhancement of the quality of life for those less fortunate than ourselves. What I'd like to say this evening is continue the good work you're doing. You're part of Rotary making a difference. I wish you a happy anniversary and even a greater measure of success for the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Assistant District Governor, Mrs. Wilma. I would like to seize the opportunity with the permission of the head table to ask all Rotarians present to stand. And I want to present you to this very distinguished gathering as the men and women who have contributed to making a difference in the lives of thousands of people in Trinidad and joining millions world over in changing communities. Please stand. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to loudly applaud all Rotarians present here today. Past, present, and the future. Because our two grandsons sitting there, and they are future Rotarians. Your Excellency, these are some of the men in this country, men and women, who continue to serve Trinidad and Tobago, making this place a better place. Please be seated. And some of our past members, past President, Mr. Kevin Ratiram, prominent criminal attorney at law, Mr. Prem Prasad Maharaj, attorney at law, past president, one of our past presidents, and Mr. Bisun Ramnarayan, am I seeing? Mr. Anybody? The gentlemen, I thank you all for coming. We really appreciate it. You know, there's a saying in Rotary, Rotary is for very busy men. So we are still here because we are busy men. So those who are not so busy are no longer involved with Rotary, like Kevin and Ray and so on. So you will have to live up to the basic principle of Rotary. And you all continue to do that, I know for a fact. Especially with Rapid Fire Children Foundation. You do a marvelous job, past President. Keeping that down. I now hand over the microphone to Mr. Clifton Arjun. He presents the goodies at all times. Mr. Arjun? Now speak fluently, not in syllables.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We will now break for dinner. The head table will be served, will go according to, as I indicate, to go for dinner in an orderly fashion. Thank you.
inviting in some sweet dessert. Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen. You know, in Rotary, we relish ever so often a bit of humor and laughter. Now, I got dressed at 4 o'clock and I was relaxing this evening. And my wife asked me, "What are you doing?" I said, "Nothing." So she said, "But we did that yesterday." I said, "But I wasn't finished." Excellency, you like that? So, ladies and gentlemen, let me invite you now to talk about our Paul Harris Fellow Award and to talk a little more about the recipient of the award, our very hard-working treasurer. Please join me in welcoming to the microphone Rotarian Pamela Ayuda. Miss Ayuda.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Paul Harris was a lawyer in Chicago in 1905. He organized the Rotary Club in fellowship and friendship with 3 of his friends. His initial goal was to create a club of professional and businessmen for friendship and fellowship. Early on, he realized that Rotary needed a greater purpose. While he served as president of the Chicago Rotary Club in 1907, the club initiated its first public service project, the construction of public toilets in Chicago. This step transformed Rotary into the world's first service club. The mission of Rotary International is to support the efforts of Rotary International in the fulfillment of the objects of Rotary, Rotary International's mission, and the achievement of world understanding and peace through local, national, and international humanitarian, educational, and cultural programs. The programs of the Rotary Foundation include an array of projects that save and invigorate the lives of people around the world and enhance international friendship and understanding. The support of Rotary Foundation is what makes possible ambassadorial scholarships, world peace scholarships, and for the last several years, the efforts to eradicate polio through the matching grant program. Our contributors also fund, and host similar small projects. And now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our featured speaker. The eldest of 3 boys and 3 girls, he attended the Santa Flora Government Primary School and grew up in the villages of Santa Flora and Faizabad. He attended Presentation College in San Fernando, after which he pursued his tertiary level education at the University of the West Indies, Mona, Jamaica, and Cave Hill, Barbados. He obtained a Bachelor of Arts Special Honors in English and Politics and Bachelor of Laws Honors. In 1983, he was admitted to the practice at the bar of Trinidad and Tobago, having successfully completed his certificate of legal education at Hugh Wooden Law School. For many years, he was a part-time lecturer in language and linguistics at the senior tutor in politics in the Department of Language and Linguistics and Government at the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine. He has worked in public service all his life as a secondary school teacher, a prosecutor at national and international levels, for over 21 years as a criminal high court judge. He worked at the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions from 1983 to 2000, attaining the post of Assistant Director of Public Prosecutions, Deputy Director of Public Prosecution, and Acting Director of Public Prosecutions. For some 4 years, he was a Senior Appeals Counsel at the International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslavia, ICTY, and the International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda, ICTR. in The Hague, Holland. In 2002, he was bestowed with the distinction of Silk and is a senior counsel. This humble servant of the people of Trinidad and Tobago was also the legal advisor in criminal law to the late President Arthur N.R. Robinson at the United Nations Preparatory Conferences in Rome Statute, which established the International Criminal Court, ICC. This individual also was elected a judge by the United Nations Assembly of State Parties, New York, as an International Criminal Court judge, and left this very lucrative job to take up the position as the 5th President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. The University of the West Indies, UWI St. Augustine, found it very fitting to commend and laud his sterling accomplishment and contributions as a regional and international jurist by bestowing on him an honorary doctorate of laws. You must know who I speak of, a man of distinction and great honor, a true son of the soil and a man of the people. Therefore, it gives me great pleasure to present to you His Excellency President Anthony Thomas Aquinas Carmona. On behalf of the trustees of the Rotary Foundation, these two emblems of a Paul Harris Fellow, the certificate in lapel pin, the certificate states that you have been named a Paul Harris Fellow in appreciation of tangible and significant assistance given for the furtherance of better understanding and friendly relations between peoples of the world. We all urge you to wear the Paul Harris Fellow pin proudly to all Rotary events as a symbol of your appreciation for the support of the programs of the Rotary Foundation. His Excellency, can you please step forward? And to present this award, I call on our Charter President, Rotarian Sergey Hongus. Thank you, yes.
Thank you, Rotarian Pam. The honor has been bestowed upon me to introduce our feature speaker for this evening. A little has been said about him, his success and his academic achievements, both in the field of law and his occupancy in the office of the President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. I would like to talk briefly about this fine gentleman. And today it was classically demonstrated right here in this hall how he has changed the complexion of the office of the President of Trinidad and Tobago. A humble individual, very down to earth. I have interacted with several presidents in this country. And His Excellency Anthony Carmona stands out. He's been one of the better. And the reason for that, he's from the South. And it shows wherever he goes the characteristic of Southerners. I had the opportunity of meeting him 3 months prior to the 16th of August, 1997. I was introduced to this fine, young, and dynamic gentleman, single at that time. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, on the 16th of August, 1997, I got married. I was there attending every part of that ceremony. And I knew at
at that time that this gentleman is destined for greatness. And greatness is what happened in his life. So my dear friends, brothers and sisters, Rotarians, members of the media, it gives me great pleasure to present to you this evening. And I ask you all to stand as I introduce you, our featured speaker for tonight, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Trinidad.
Thank you very much. Do have a seat, please. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Her Excellency, Mrs. Rima, Assistant District Governor, Wilma Bellamy, Past District Governor, Mr. Stephen Ramu, and Mrs. Ramu, Dr. Ramu, Chapter President of the Rotary Club of Penal, Shurizeo Manguru and Mrs. Manguru. And again, I have to thank you very much for the kind sentiments you have expressed. And I can tell you, I will never forget what a wonderful job you did in helping organize our wedding back in 1997. And I can tell you, in fact, the big song then was Big Truck. And Mr. Mongu organized some casa, and it had a boxer woman, I should say a woman of some weight, who in fact was the prime dancer of this group doing Big Truck. That was good. You know. And I'll always remember that because it was indeed a very special moment for us when we got married and when the reception was done in Palisade. Rotarians, all especially invited guests, members of the media. And of course, it would be remiss of me if I didn't mention, particularly, in fact, Mr. Ravi Rajaran, in fact, who, a distinguished lawyer, who appeared before me when I was a judge, and always conducted himself with probity and the required civility, very committed to doing what is required of him as a defense attorney. I see, in fact, I met Mr. Miraj. Of course, his father died recently. He was a judge of the Sergeant Miraj of the Supreme Court of Trinidad and Tobago. A genteel individual who, of course, I had appeared before and who, in fact, was very accommodating and understanding as a judge. Of course, I've seen some friends of mine of the press. Those persons who used to report my criminal matters when I was there in San Fernando. And it's really a great moment for me to be here today, because even though in fact we might be a small fraternity, it is never about the quantum of warmth and sincerity. It's about the quality of warmth and sincerity. And I feel this by your presence, by your courtesies extended to my wife and I. And it tells me that I'm in a great place. And Trinidad and Tobago is in a great place, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Because amidst it all, we have wonderful people living in this land of ours. And we have far more wonderful people living in this land of ours than bad. Rotarians are, and specifically the Rotary Club of Penal, celebrating tonight your genuine success and triumph over 15 years, further affirms and reinforces that well-endowed mandate of yours, and I quote, neighbors, friends, and problem solvers, sharing ideas, joining leaders, and taking action to create lasting change, end of quote. The Rotary Club in Trinidad and Tobago and internationally are known for yeoman service creating real, genuine change that results in the sustainable improvement of the lives of so many. By promoting peace, fighting disease, providing clean water, saving mothers and children, supporting education, and growing local economies, you have provided a veritable roadmap and a plan of action for meaningful human development. Mr. John F. Gill, in his presidential address at the 108th Rotary International Convention in Atlanta, USA, admirably stated the wonders of universal brotherhood at that conference that took place this year in June of 2017. And he stated, no matter how different they look, no matter where they are from, and what language they speak, everyone here is part of your Rotary family. It all starts with a smile and a hello from one Rotarian to another in the street. By bestowing me this honor of the Paul Harris Fellow Award, there is a link, there is a sense of connectivity because he was an attorney. And this award of distinction was conferred on the likes of former United States President Jimmy Carter and United Nations Secretary General Javier Perez de Cuellar. You see, this esteemed Royal Club, Rotary Club of Penal, you all have further solidified my unswerving commitment to service. And I speak of service leadership that empowers, rather than power leadership, which appears to be in vogue. Yes, service leadership that ensures that lives are transformed positively. Rotarians, you are respected for your tireless social work as much as you are for your integrity, values, morals, and undying commitment to genuine service. For the impact of genuine service that is actualized and is phenomenal in its outreach. This you have done through your many projects helping others in need, installing water tanks, buying medical equipment, reforestation, assisting disaster-stricken Caribbean countries, and even building libraries. The Penal Rotary Club and all other hard-working Rotary clubs in Trinidad and Tobago continue to donate computers to primary schools, raising funds for life-saving surgeries, providing wheelchairs to persons with disabilities, and spending quality time with what is sometimes a forgotten and neglected demographic, the old and the elderly. Members of the Penal Rotary Club, I do recall your impressive donation of $10,000 US to the Children's Lives Fund. The assistance that you all rendered to a single mother of two in Moruga who left a domestic abusive relationship so that she can enroll in a degree program and now well on her way. And you all inspired her to say what I'm about to say. She stated, she does not depend, she cannot depend on handouts forever. We are in the throes of a diabetes pandemic. And in January 2016, obviously recognizing that increasing blindness among our citizens due to diabetes, cataracts, and glaucoma, You all hosted a signature project, See in the Future, Empowering True Vision, in the rural districts of Faizabad, Penal, Saparia, and Barapur, by soliciting the humanitarian assistance of 6 foreign doctors from the volunteer optometric services to humanity, WASH, a group from the USA, screening patients, providing medicines and free glasses. I am told that there was not a single medical facility available to perform modern laser eye surgery in Jamaica. And in July of 2016, one was installed in Montego Bay in the public hospital through the Rotary intervention. Yes, Rotary serving humanity. In passing, I need to mention about an initiative, the Reading is Fundamental program in Wichita, USA. And I feel it is something that in fact we must emulate. And I in fact put out that as a challenge to you. Because we need in fact to engage our children, our young people in reading, not headlines, but essays and books. You see, I did some research and I discovered the standard Rotary Club Constitution contains an article, Article 15, under the rubric Community, National and International Affairs, Section 1. And it reads, and I quote, "The merits of any public question involving the general welfare of the community, the nation, and the world are of concern to the members of this club and shall be proper subjects of fair and informed study and discussion at club meetings for the enlightenment of its members in forming their individual opinions. However, the club shall not express an opinion on any pending controversial public measure." End of quote. Obviously, the Rotary Club is being asked to be apolitical. But I feel, for example, this particular article must be invoked by the Penal Rotary Club, because ours is a democracy, often practiced and steeped in ignorance. And in this era of enlightenment, the Rotary Club must play its part to ensure that we become genuine global villagers in the business of globalization. Volunteerism that works for all. That is how I can concisely summarize your game-changing efforts in this republic and abroad. Rotary was founded on the fellowship, on the philosophy of fellowship through service. Now let me assure you that volunteerism often triggers advocacy. But advocacy has its price. Sometimes in the form of frustration and not being able to get it done as quickly as it should be done. But you may even suffer the ravages of vilification. Tonight, I want to engage you in a dialogue, one that lights a fire or stir the embers if in moments of exasperation and a sense of hopelessness, your fire is waning or even dying within you to do good and be good. Remember, the fight between good and evil never ends. the balm to this exposed nerve of exasperation and hopelessness can be voluntarism and purposeful advocacy. I therefore speak to a social ethos that works, that saves us from living selfish lives, that builds and repairs a nation's social consciousness, that adds purposefulness to our daily lives when inspirational governance is failing and cluttered bureaucracy rules. This is what genuine working voluntarism is all about. You see, ladies and gentlemen, you might be in a boring job, even living in a toxic environment, but voluntarism will always give you a reason to get up, to start anew. Because you know what? An individual or the community is benefiting from your selflessness. I know your voluntarism will involve personal sacrifices. And this is made no less easier when you are involved in just causes. Because remarkably, yes, remarkably, there will be envy and scorn coming your way. And vaulting ambition. Yes, vaulting ambitions that often trample everything and anything in its way. Yes, personal agendas. But look at what you do to jaundice eye. The cry is often, I want change. But I want the status quo to remain the same because I have benefited. It might be small comfort to those genuinely involved in the trenches of voluntarism and advocacy, what I'm about to say. You see, ladies and gentlemen, my wife and I have been negatively targeted by those who are now doing the very same things we advocated that they once condemned. A good example of working advocacy is Her Excellency, my wife, Global Leadership Impact Award by the Board and Management of the Center for Economic and Leadership Development Cell in special consultative status with United Nations Economic and Social Council, UNESCO. You see, ladies and gentlemen, the world was listening and appreciating Her Excellency's advocacy on many social issues. And the litmus test of that international organization were not those in our islands, tied up like crabs in a barrel, fighting each other, and fighting people who advocate better for persons with disabilities, NCDs, diabetes, and child obesity, women empowerment, every Caribbean woman, every Caribbean child initiative, and the victims of child marriages. The Global Leadership Impact Award Her Excellency received with 4 other First Ladies of the world was not regional, certainly not local, but international. Not the result of propaganda and public relations, because the office of the president doesn't have that kind of budget or the propaganda machinery. But rather, the award was based on sheer unadulterated merit and advocacy that went beyond these shores. Some of us in TNT cannot handle the international stamp of approval. That toxic minority that cannot handle the advocacy and voluntarism that the office of the president engages and encourages. You know what they did? They put out fake news on the internet when my wife had received that international award. That my wife had died in a car crash and that I had confirmed it. I received frantic calls from my dear family members and my all-weather friends from home and abroad, who became emotional and disturbed at this false fake news being disseminated throughout the internet. Why are people so evil? Why are people so classless and clueless? Now, this little anecdote is not meant to wave flags, but rather to encourage all of you here to stay focused and never be deterred from the job at hand. You see, volunteerism triggers transformational advocacy. It represents a platform for social change and imbues us all with the philosophy to do right to all without fear or favor, affection or ill will. You see, genuine volunteerism builds a resilient, independent spirit that intimidates the unprogressive, those without vision, and those with bankrupt ideas. In a world faced with so many challenges and uncertainties, rising social unrest, climate change, crime, unemployment, insensitivity to persons with disabilities, and lack of compassion for the marginalized and the voiceless, we are terribly in need of more men and women like you who share the same philosophies and beliefs. Man's inhumanity to man persists, and your organization can play a major role in changing that existing face of humanity. You see, your model of togetherness, cohesion, peace, discipline, tolerance, where leaders and professionals from diverse grounds can become friends by working harmoniously together on community-oriented and nation-building projects, is just downright inspiring. And it needs to spread further afield. I therefore applaud your efforts in the field of mediation and alternative dispute resolution through the school system as a proactive and transformational step in peace building and strengthening human relations in this agitative world of ours. Late last year, I mentioned it. It was never mentioned in the press because it's not bad news, it's good news. I brought together the leaders of the Scout movement, the cadets, the Girl Guides, the Red Cross, with the mediation board of Trinidad and Tobago at the office of the President to strengthen capacities, competencies in mediation by utilizing their great sources of leadership in the hope that it will filter down to the classrooms, the communities, and the nation. You see, ladies and gentlemen, we must be in the business of helping to build and sustain stronger, more understanding, highly intelligent, and compassionate, and merciful citizens, able to uphold and develop the tenets of democracy, while also providing selfless service to our fellow men and women. We must therefore remain committed to the time-tested philosophies of selfless service, volunteerism, and advocacy for just and sometimes unpopular causes. Rotarians, continue to be defined by your personalized volunteerism, assisting the most vulnerable in our communities, service above self. Your international membership, with some 35,000 clubs around the world, is a defining and potentially revolutionary presence. Continue to spread your simple and transformational philosophies as we touch lives every day, especially in the school system. Goodness, compassion, forgiveness, mercy, are not out of style and will never be. And as such, your wisdom, guidance, and mentorship can help further our national agenda of progressive change. Therefore, each of you, continue to be good and do good. It is a constant battle where you do not march to the drum beat of others. But be who you are. Be who you can be and must be for the better good of this society and the world. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, you injected great depth of emotion in your presentation here today. And that says a lot about the individual. A man who is emotional is a man who is very compassionate, very adorable, and very respected individual. We really live in a society now filled with turmoil and false promises, especially by those leaders. It's sad to say at this time in this world, especially with the young people, those who we entrusted in this country to lead us, be it politician or otherwise, are not leading us. They are misleading us. It will take a lot for us as Rotarians to play our part in bringing this country back together. His Excellency talked about embracing. We need to do much more embracing. We in a sad state. And we need to do our part. Every single citizen, we need to do our part in making Trinidad and Tobago, this country, our country, the place we once knew as one of the most beautiful countries in the world. We no longer can say that. I'm widely traveled. I refuse to say I come from the most beautiful country in the world. I refuse to say that. It doesn't really matter to me whether I'm liked by any politician or hate. The reality is they have all failed us. Every single one has failed this country. And we need to take charge of this place. We, you, me, you, every single one of us need to take charge of this country. That's the only way we're going to make this place a better place for my two grandsons and your grandchildren and your children. You talk about, you're the chief of the Boy Scout. My eldest grandson, he's a Boy Scout as well. And I'm so proud of the level of discipline instilled in that child. Yes, I'm proud of you, my grandson. So, Excellency, at this time, I will ask your forbearance for a few more minutes again. Rotarian Clint Arjun, where are you? We have four members, four of the original charter team with us today. And Mr. Clint Arjun, you have something to say about them? All right, you stay right there. You seem to be not surprised, because we want sentences and not syllables. Excellency, we have four charter members with us today, and I would like you to please come forward to present to them a token from the Rotary Club of Penal. Firstly, we have Rotarian Well, he was born in Gasparillo. He was known in Gasparillo as Bisoon. When he came to live in Duncan Village in San Fernando, he changed his name to Bizion. So I still call him Rotarian Bisoon Ramnarayan. Remember, I just want you for 2 minutes just to greet everybody. I give you a golden opportunity to speak in front of His Excellency and you were asking sorry. Please 2 words from Mr. Ramnarayan as one of our charter members.
All protocol observed, members, it's really a pleasure to be here this afternoon on behalf of the Rotary Club of Penal and as a charter member. Basically, I was one of the foundation members who brought this club together. And having to deal with them like Maurice, you know what they do. That speaks for itself. So it's a pleasure once more to be a member of the Rotary Club of Penal. Thank you.
That will cost me dearly, my friend. So, Acting President, please, I know we need to talk briefly about the charter members, then invite His Excellency to make the presentation. I want nobody else to present me that token other than His Excellency. Very well.
Chairman, as our club moves towards the future, we cannot forget the past. 15 years ago, a solid foundation was laid by 22 chartered members. Fortunately, 4 of them are here with us today. I would like to invite these members to please come forward. Charter President Sir J. Mangru, Rotarian Diana Anton, Rotarian Clifton Harrison, and I also must acknowledge Rotarian Clifton Mr. who is unavoidably absent. This club looks up to you for guidance and encouragement, and we want you to know we value your experience. You are all a true inspiration to us all, even you, Clint. I know it may be challenging for you all sometimes to deal with new members like myself, but I can assure you, your patience and tolerance with us will be rewarding one day. As a token of our appreciation, we would like to make this presentation to you. Thank you for 15 years of service to this club. And we look forward to your continued support.
Thank you, Past President. Jason, I can stay here 100 years, but you need to talk to my wife. Before I think I get her permission to come here, so you need to take that back, not me. Rotarian Diane Antoine, please come forward. Your Excellency, I know it's been a very busy evening for you. I would like to invite you once again. Your Excellency. A token of appreciation. Thank you, Your Excellency. I want to say behind every successful man is a working woman, classically depicted with the man in front and the lady with a belna behind. In case you do not know what is a belna, what some people call in the pizza hut a rolling pin. We call it a belna. Madam First Lady, please. Secretary Arjun. You have been behind the success of this gentleman. No. Thank you very much, Madam First Lady. Now, to all the businessmen and successful attorneys sitting here, like Prem Prasad Maraj and Kevin Ratiram, and businessmen like Bisun Ramnarayan and Mr. Partap Ramprasad and so many others. We run Rotary, apart from our funds, we depend on the contribution of people like you to reach out to other people. You have money and you have time. We have both, but we have a little extra energy and effort to go out into communities. We are called humanitarian services. So to raise money, we have another segment called an auction. And I would like to call on Rotarian Clint Arjun. Where's Mr. Arjun? You know you are very short, you got to stand there. Clint is going to take this mic, and the target this evening is $5,000. We have an expert in auctioneering, Clint Arjun. He's a licensed auctioneer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. But I am saddened by such a low figure you aim. I know you are a guy that you aim very high. Anyhow, my job here is easy tonight. I just need to get money from you all. So to mark our 15-year anniversary, this bottle of wine was produced in 2002, sorry. It is a 15-year-old wine. Now, you know, you could go to any wine store and you'll get a bottle of wine between 1 and 5 years. Very easy to get. But a 15-year-old wine is very, very difficult to get. Past President Vacher, could you walk around with this for me, please? So that they can see what, how their money will go. Thank you very much. Right. So before we get down to this, you know, when you all receive something, that's good. But when you give, it's even better. So it's better to give. So I'd like to indulge our Head of State, His Excellency. Could you please stand? Thank you very much. And as we look on to the years, we have quite a few presidents here, past presidents, in Rotary. I'd like you all to take this opportunity and please stand as well. All our presidents and past presidents, whatever club you may come from. And we will take this opportunity to identify 2 persons in the finance business. Who doesn't have a finance business here? Could you just raise your hands? Anybody in finance? Bankers? You? Alright, so that means that we get 2 from you. And Pam, you will do the collection for me, both of you, Rotarian Pam and Rotarian Robin. Now, I'd like to get $100 from each one of you who is standing, excluding His Excellency. You are willing. So, if our head of state supports this, I think that you all should support it. And he just said 200, so look at it. Right? So please collect and give me the total.
Demand or donation?
It's a contribution. Because we need to make money to be able to help the unfortunate. So, this option, yes please. Once your 100 is collected, your 200 is collected, you may sit. Right? So, we are going to auction this bottle of wine and we go in $100 increments. So I would like you all to get your wallets out. Who have their purse, get it out. Right? And what the figure do we have to start with? And you?
Yes, we have 500.
And that's another one? 6?
Yes.
Okay.
600.
So we start off with 11. Now, I am a past president, so I would have to definitely be part of this.
12.
Okay, so we start off with 12. And we really don't have anybody to point fingers at who will receive this with 12. So we need to get somebody to start it. So who say 1300? 1300 here. Please collect. 1300. Who say 14? 13 at the head table, one going once. 13 at the head table going twice. Who say 14? Who say 1400 here? 1400. Past President Kevin. Now I must mention to you all, last year, past President Kevin had an auction. What a wonderful auction. He auctioned a bat. Do you know that that attracted more than $7,000 from just 2 members of the Rotary Club of Penal for that bat? That last year. So I would like to see your support just as equivalent as how myself and Rotarian Jason supported you. So 13, who say 14? Who say 1400? 1400 here? 1400 here? Who say 15? Who say 15? 1500. Sean in the back there. Let's split it. Robin, this side. Who say 16? 1600. 1600 here. 17. 1700, who says 17? 1600 going up this front table. 1600 going once. 1600, we need to make better than this. Who says 1700? Anybody? 1700 here. 1700 here. 1800 at Sean. 1800 by Sean. I find Brandy saying, quiet. 1800. We want this bottle of wine to go flying. 1900 in the back. Right, 1900 in the back. Okay. Who said 2000? Who said 2000? 2000 here at the head table. Very good, very good. We close our mark. 2100. Who said 2100? 2100. 2000 going once. 2000 going twice. 2000 not going in or 21? 21. Who said 21 here? Pray. I know. Some I will not visit you tomorrow. I'll visit you probably 2 weeks from now. Who said 22? 22. 22 here, behind your palm. Who said 23? Who said 23? I have a number in my head, and if that number just clicked there, that's it, it just gone. So who said 23? Who said 2300? 22 going once. 22 going twice. 23. 23 in front here. Who said 24? 24. 24. 23 going once. 23 going twice. 24. 24. That's what I'm saying. Sandy Grandi said like a mappy here. 24. Who said 25? Who said 25? Quarter century. Who said 25 here? Down in the back. the future Rotarian, a future leader of this country. 26, who said 20? 26? Who said 26? 26. 25 going once, 25 going twice, 26. That's not, no, you cannot allow a little child like that to get alcohol. That would be bad. 26. Who said 27? Who said 27? So much of crime in this country, and I thought so much of lawyers making money, those criminal lawyers. I really don't understand, and them taking so much money. Alright, look at that. Hey. 28, who said 29? Who? Boy, listen. You know people that's going to make out 8 hours, and you see sweat coming out of them. You see how much sweat coming out of Kevin, and you pull out 100. That was hard. 29. Who said 29? 29. 3,000, something like a good figure we might reach, 3,031, 29. Who said 29? Who said 29? 28 going once, Kevin doesn't drink alcohol, at 29 in the back there, right? 3,000. Who said 3,000? That table looking promising in the back there. Who said 3,000? They have a fella named oh, wait, no, oh, look at that slide. You see, look, 3,000. We get 3,000 there. 3,000. Who said 31? Who said 31? You know, we live in a new age now, the IT, they call it, but the real fellas, we brought in a new member and they said, look it come. Oh, I see that it 100, isn't it?
Where's the new member?
Huh? Remember, I will have ponytail with a nice glasses, then we need to get something that's not. We taking credit card. Right. Who said 31? We reached 3,000. Who said 31? 31. Okay, 31 going once. 31 going twice. Let's get 32. 33. 31, 33. 34. Sandy Grandi in the house. 34. Yes, man, yes. 34. That's what I like. Let's speed it up now because time is the essence here and money is the prize, right? So let's move it on. 35. 36? Right. So who said 36? That's 35 we reach. 35. How men with back one thing making all kind of money. Look, retiree in the back there, look at that. 36. Auntie well supported us. You see, look at that. 36. Who said 37? 37. These businessmen. 37. 36 going once. 36 going twice. 37. Robin. Who said 38? 37 going once. All the Calais get up, he's standing on his feet there. All the Calais with all the money in his hand to get the wine. 38. Who said 38? Who said 38? 38. Behind your palm. 38. Yeah, man. 39. I reached the roller yet just now. 39. Who said 39? Anybody? 39? 38 going once? 38 going twice? Come on, give me something, let me just shock us now. Come on. 39. 39 here. You gambling? Your father know you're gambling? 4,000.
You give it 200.
Alright, IOU. We take 2 for that. So that reaches 41. Right? So that's 2. Cash is 100, credit is 2. So that's 41.
41?
Yeah. 41. So who said 42 now? 42, right? 42. Who said 43? Let's get 43. Let's get 43 rolling. Let me see that minus. 43. Let's get 43. Apparently, they didn't look at this good. Look at it around. This 43. It might be the last time you might be seeing it. It might go in somebody else's hand. Look at it. 43. I need to see some promising. No hands are raising on this table at all. All these flour and water that make real money and all. You know that. Did you all enjoy the dessert? How was the dessert? You all could get that dessert from Anna's Bakery, contribution of Anna's Bakery. Right, we reached 43. Who say 43? 44. 44. 44. Who said 44? Who said 45? 45. 44. 44 going once. 44 going twice. Who said 45? 45. 45 in here. Bam. 45. Very good. Let's wrap that 45. And we're wrapping up a little bit again. Going 45, 46, 4600, 46, 45 going once, 45 going twice, 45. Who said 46? Who said 46? Nobody. I would prefer a lady to win this, really and truly. This wine is very suited to the throat. 15 years old. Who said 46? 46. Pasha.
That's 47.
47. Yes. I agree.
46.
Yeah, I agree. It's 47. So we go to 48 now. We go to 48. Who said 48? Or we have a target of 50, right? So 48. Who said 4800? Anybody? Olela and Pasha go with this? 48, 47. 47 going once. 40. She's our member. The Rotary Club Penal. Past member. 48. Who said 48? 47 going once. 48. 48. 48. Who said 49? Who said 49? Who said 49? 48 going once. 48 going twice. 48. 48, nothing? 49. 49. I know when I read. Very good. Let's wrap that round of applause. 49. Alright. So, it's just a little hurdle again across. So, who said 50? Look again. Look at how again. 3 hands. Look at that. So, we reach 52. 1, 2, 3. Kevin, that's why I like you, You're that color. You're vibrant. You're real vibrant. Look at that. Look at it. Oh, rapid fire, yes. So, you know what is the thing here? Those 3 hands raised at the same time. So if I have to stick the 52, I cannot break that bottle in 3 equal pieces. So we have to get one more after that, at least. So, who say 53 now? Who say 53? We have no winner for 52. So they will get anyone?
Yeah.
Okay. So who said 53? We just need a hand. We're talking about a split second. I need to see a hand. And by the time I turn around, I want to see the hand. Who said 53? Who said 53? Well, I'm going for the end. 53. 53. Who said 54? Who said 54? 53. Yeah, that's 53. That confirmed. But he don't have to go for equal. That's a word. 53. Who said 54? Who said 54? The number close in my head and I'll be landed now. Who said 54? Who said 54? Be soon. Be soon. 54. Who said 55? 55. You're not having your retirement age now, 55. Who want to retire with this bottle of wine? 55. Who said 55? I see no hands. The post and thing blocking. Steve, not to move somebody's post, yes? 55. Where's Steve, by the way? 55. Who said 55? 54 going once. 54 going twice. 55. Who said 55? Anybody? You? I see you raise your hand there. Oh, you're fixing your hair? Oh, don't make that kind of joke. Right, 54 going once. 54 going twice. 55. 56. Who said 56? Who said 56? 56. Come, let's wrap up. It's time to wrap up. 56. Who said 56? 55. 55 going once. 55 going twice. Like, can't even chat with that. 56. Look at that. You see? Our penal supporters, and you know, any Rotary Club we go in as visiting Rotarians, we really outdo them, almost all of the time. So that's 56. Who said 57? 57, Anil. 57. Who said 58? Who said 58? 58. Who said 58? 57 going once. 57 going twice. 58. 58 again. 58. Who said 59? Who said 59? Wrap a round of applause. 59. Who said 50? Who said 59? Who said 59? 58 going once. 58 going twice. 58. Go on. Go on. Congratulations. 59. Could you please come forward to receive your wine? His Excellency, could I call on you again? I know the exercise is good, please. He received this and he keep this home there, that's it.
Macawell wine boy.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, this is going all the way to the Rotary Clubs of Arima and the Sangre Grande.
Thank you very much all for your contributions. Your money will go a very long way. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Clint Arjun. I want you all to give Clint a very big hand. This would have been probably the highest amount we ever raised in an auction. And he's our lice auctioneer, so you did a good job. And whatever contribution you made today will go towards a Rotary cause. I thank you all very much for your contribution. But ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank firstly His Excellency and First Lady for joining us today. I know you all have a very busy schedule. We want to thank you all both for coming. We really appreciate your presence here today. I trust you had a wonderful time and look forward to your presence again. If not, the Rotary Club of Penal, maybe St. John's Street tomorrow somewhere. Alright, see you tomorrow. So, thank you very much. To our sound engineer, DJ Sky, thank you very much. To our panelist, Mr. Raul Motilal. To all the members of the media present here today. We had a full complement of the media houses today, and I want to thank you all very, very much. And this came about with such short notice. In just 26 to 28 hours, you were informed, and they all came here today. I thank you all very much for being here today. To our charter members, thanks very much. To all Rotarians, thank you very much. To the proprietors and to Dr. Stephen Ramo, I want to thank you for giving us the premises here. And of course to all the cooks and the servers, thank you all very, very much. And to Vasha, thank you very much for taking the time and joining us yesterday. I know your induction is coming up soon, but thank you very much for coming and enjoying this evening of fellowship with us and supporting us last night in providing us with the decor. And of course, your presence today, I really appreciate it. And to the organizers, it will be remiss of me before I demit my position here if I do not offer my sincerest gratitude to you all for having me. I know you all had a choice of personalities, and to be chosen, I feel deeply honored. So we now move on to the toast. So I ask you all to stand quickly with your glasses in your hand, everybody. And I ask Rotarian Bisoon to move a toast to the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Rotarian Pam, a toast to the Rotary Club of Penal. And to Mr. Clint Arjun, to Rotary International. Rotary. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Do have a pleasant and safe trip to your respective destinations. God willing, we're starting on Monday. Monday coming, you're all invited to be there. Just mention my name, you'll walk through the gate. Monday, and it finishes on Tuesday, 17th. So here's a cordial invitation for each and every one of you to join us for one of this nation's second largest cultural event. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The pen on the table. Pen on the table is a token from the club. And I was going to take a few, I thought I would leave it. But never mind, I have 14 stars. This is a token of appreciation, a commemorative effort of past Rotarian Vasha and Clint Arjun. God bless, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, just one more item. At every table, excluding the vase from above the vase, whoever is a grandmother or a great-grandmother, that bouquet, right, will be yours. Who is not a grandmother or a great-grandmother at the table, even I am sure that it will have two at one table. Okay, so it's not the vase, not the vase, just the flower.
The atmosphere break it up. The girl them a wine non-stop. We had the drinks them in a my cup. We gonna party all night, all night. 24 parties we hit in a row. Tonight at the very last show. Before we head out on the road, the girl them a release the load. So let me see your hands up so. Everybody know, put your hands up so. If you're ready for the road, let your friend them know. We're ready for the road. We're ready for the road. So we're ready, yeah we're ready, we're ready, yeah we're ready, 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 yeah we're ready, we're ready, we're ready, we're ready. The girl them a wait all week, forget up on the road like freak. The music full of ambiance, with thousands of chipping feet. Everywhere you look is just food, and everybody in a real nice mood. We gonna party all night, all night. Everyone with painted body, clean credit and tainted money. Nobody want to dance by themselves, everybody wanna dance on somebody. Well, let me see your hands up so. Everybody know, put your hands up so. If you're ready for the road, let your friend them know. We're ready for the road. We're ready for the road. So we're ready, yeah we're ready, we're ready, yeah we're ready, 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 yeah we're ready, we're ready, we're ready, we're ready. Look how the sun now raising up, and the crowd now waking up. The atmosphere have vibes, and nothing can break it up, 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 and nothing can break it up. And nothing can break it up. We're ready for the road. We're ready for the road. So we're ready, yeah we're ready, we're ready, yeah we're ready. We're ready, 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 yeah we're ready.